cause my team, they always with it, yeah. I've been making moves like we on. Don't hate, but I'm mad at us. We said I'm blessed, about to grab it, though. Yeah, see me doing good, but I just like to go. Cause they rapping, not afraid to make it happen. Pray to because they am I said or am I acting? Y'all like you, my captain, put my mom.
We're the land of the free and the home.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Los Angeles Clippers here at the Staples Center. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move." It is pretty effective. Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Harrell in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Now here's Leonard, following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. There's the 3, and it's Leonard missing. James with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And James throws it down.
When LeBron gets the ball, guys, and there aren't numbers back in transition, it almost always results in an easy hoop.
And so Beverley will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. Fires the 3. Here's Ibaka, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball.
No good on that one.
Well, what you love about Serge Ibaka, yes, he has tremendous size and reach and great athleticism, but he plays his role to a T.
That one misses. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside, Davis. Over in the corner, Caldwell-Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. He dishes it to Ibaka. George looking over the floor. From outside, off the mark.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
On the wing, James, covered by Morris. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by James.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
Here's Leonard. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
James. And another basket for the Lakers.
There aren't a lot of ways to slow up LeBron James in the pick and roll. Even if you defend it perfectly, he can find a way to score.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Morris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
It's really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. And Morris drops them both. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Kuzma outside. The pass to Caruso. Shot clock at 6.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Batum passes to Williams. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Luke Kennard out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Batum. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Well, you think about Marc Gasol. This is a former defensive player of the year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game at a very high level.
Now, here's Zubac. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Passes to Williams. Over Davis. No good. That would have tied it.
And Doris, with Gasol, it's on the defensive end where his impact is felt the most.
That's exactly right. He still makes life difficult for opposing centers. He's strong. He's smart. He knows all the tricks of the trade. Watching Marc Gasol play is a pleasure.
Matthews, no good. The Clippers trail. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Kennard. And Davis sends it back.
And wingspan, mobility, Davis is basically a shooter's nightmare. One of the great shot blockers in the league.
Clippers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Pass to Batum. And again, no good by the Clippers. .114 left in the first half. Caruso kicks to Gasol. To the middle. Lakers passing it around. Turn around Jay. That one wide left. Outside Batum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubats. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. George is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. LeBron comes in for Anthony Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Now here's Leonard. Connects from three-point range. Leonard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Here's Beverley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Kicks it to Ibaka. Kennard, the pass to Beverley. The dish now to Leonard. Back to Beverley. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. Beverley's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Patrick Beverley making use of the floater game. So important in today's NBA, particularly at his size.
Here's LeBron. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting historic comparisons. Shaq, for your money, are they as good as any duo in the league?
Without question, Ernie Cornelius Johnson. Two players who are both MVP caliber. Yes.
I didn't know your middle name was Cornelius.
Neither did I.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Okay. But for Shaq's money, most importantly, this would be a big step. But, here's fact. I'll say that. But Cornelius, I did not know. It was Cornelius.
ECJ, baby.
It's not Cornelius.
ECJ.
I guess it is now.
Eastern Conference Jersey. Cornelius.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Harrell in at the center filling out the middle.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. So he gets them both. Now James. No good that time. Ibaka with some nice D. Clippers leading by 3. It's George on the wing. The baseline J. Yes, that goes in.
Well, the efficiency with the mid-range game, Paul George has always possessed.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Here's Beverly following the basket by LeBron James. Caldwell Pope against Beverly. 6 to shoot. Ibaka against Harrell. Shots good by Ibaka.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Now here's Schroeder down low. James. And James throws it down.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
The first free throw is good. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for Morris. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Leonard hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's James. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Leonard, no luck. Lakers trail by 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this happens when Kuzma is aggressive. When he's looking to score, he makes the D react.
First one falls for him. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for LeBron. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And the edge Kuzma plays with is terrific. A tough, versatile player who plays with a real hunger to keep getting better.
Now, here's Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shoots the three. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Kuzma. Stolen by George.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Leonard with the ball. Now the pass to Williams. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Lou Williams is the best six-man we've ever seen, and this guy, instant offense.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Kennard is out there with Lou Williams, and it's Zubac in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now, here's George, following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now here's Gasol. Kuzma outside from the arc. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 8. Outside Leonard. And Gasol sends it back.
What defensive instincts. What timing by Marc Gasol. Nice block.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Morris with the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's James, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Davis kicks it over to Schroeder. LeBron against George. 5 to shoot. Over George. Goes up again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Feeds it to Ibaka. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Don't you just love the gritty nature of Ibaka's game? This guy easily draws contact thanks to his aggressiveness.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 12-point game. James. Ball's knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Outside Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Clippers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's LeBron. No good again that time. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. George against Caldwell Pope. And George kicks to Leonard. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Lakers the other way. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Offline with his three. Now the Clippers with it. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
An extraordinary improvement over the course of his career by Kawhi Leonard. He has now turned himself into one of the game's best, if not the best, two-way player.
And he makes the first but misses the second. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker. Over Jackson. Offensive rebound. Morris kicks to Caruso. Passes it to Horton Tucker. 4 on the shot clock. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And here's Jackson. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi, you seem to pick it up offensively down the stretch. So what changed for you?
I just started to knock down shots, got my rhythm going, my teammates found me, and just kept going from there.
Well, it rode all the way to a win, and I know you like that, man, so appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.